Hey there, it's Snez here, and today I have created this video for you in response to a question that I got from a client about what to do when you're traveling and still wanting to keep fit and active and healthy. And I do have some great advice for you, but I'm going to start with a bit of a mindset shift around thinking about this a little bit differently. And personally for me, when I do travel, I find that I actually exercise more and I look after my health and well-being more so, because for me it's downtime from business, it's downtime from running around after school activities and generally a busy lifestyle. So I can take my time with things, and I really do see our holidays, our family holidays, as a time for rest and relaxation and a real regeneration. And when I think about that, exercise is part of that equation. So when you're thinking about traveling, really start to see that as a way of, sort of going almost to a retreat for yourself, regardless of where your holiday is, whether it's a traveling one or relaxation holiday down in Fiji or something like that. So the biggest shift, I guess, is the mindset shift. And I have this real thing about being able to exercise in really beautiful environments. So when I go away, there is absolutely no reason why I wouldn't exercise and really embrace the new environment. And I get really interested in seeing what the local gym is going to be and having a look at what classes they're on, what classes they offer if I'm on a resort or something like that. And I think doing yoga or running along the beach all over the world, it's just something I absolutely love to do. The first step in exercising while you're traveling is to change the mindset around it and shift your mindset from one of, oh, I need to exercise because I'm going to be eating more, I'm going to be drinking more, and the food options, I'm going to go crazy on the buffets and all of that sort of stuff, and shifting it more to one of taking time for yourself, regenerating your body, taking time with your body to move and exercise. And also with the food component, I love going to, beautiful restaurants all over the world and, love seeing the buffets. And it's only because I get an opportunity to get a whole bunch of healthy juices and fruits, and, that's where it is when you go to warmer locations, and beautiful foods that I wouldn't normally prepare myself for breakfast. I do my stock standard 2 options throughout the week, and I wouldn't have these elaborate choices. So I take the time to really eat quite cleanly and just enjoy part of that process of eating well and just really looking after myself and feeling good when I'm away, as opposed to overeating or making poor choices or loading up on sugar and fattier foods that my body's not accustomed to, and then just feeling yuck. Taking that opportunity to really enjoy your holiday and enjoy the benefits of it. So my top tips are always, with the exercise side of it, is always to check out where you're going, if there is going to be a gym on site, what classes they've got going, and don't stick to your same stock standard workouts. Go and try some things, like jump into their Pilates or yoga classes or their circuit classes or Tai Chi. We did Tai Chi on the boat in Ha Long Bay in Vietnam, and it was just amazing. It was a gentle exercise, but it was more the experience of moving my body in that way on the boat in Vietnam. So it really is that opportunity. I would also always take a couple of apps with me on my phone. So Nike Training Club is just a brilliant app. It's a really great app because it spits out workouts if you want to say that you want to do something for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes, whether you've got equipment or no equipment. It's actually a really fabulous app, and it's always generating new workout ideas for you. But there are loads of YouTube videos or apps that you can get. I always bring along a fantastic yoga app, and I'll list some of those as well in the email today. So that's one thing, is just to always have a look at some different options, and just things like keeping active. Holidays are usually generally active as well, so don't be too hard on yourself, but I would definitely get in some sort of structured activity, just because I like trying different things. And because, as I said, doing yoga poses in, I don't know where, somewhere in the world, is just a beautiful thing to do, to be at one with the environment and to breathe in the local air. Then if we move on to food, so food is always an issue and people are always concerned about the choices. I think if you understand the food principles that we always stick to and getting those right combinations of food, you always know how to choose. So for breakfast, making sure you're getting a grain plus a protein plus a fruit or a veg. So choosing that arrangement. With snacks, bringing along some fruit and nuts if you can access that, or some yogurts, or things that you can take along with you. But our snacks need to contain some form of a protein and fruit or veg. Lunches should always, again, protein plus fruit or veg. It's easy to go meat and salad, or soups and that sort of thing in that same arrangement. And dinner, I would always include some form of carbohydrate, either lunch and dinner, especially when we're traveling, we do get more tired. And making sure that you are getting your protein, again, plus your veg intake as well. Desserts are always on the menu, and there are some fabulous options, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to try the local gelati in Italy. You would be silly to miss out on that stuff. But the way that I experience that food and the way that I sort of think of it is, and teach my clients, is that always make sure that if you are thinking of having a dessert, include it as part of your intake. So, I always teach to always eat to 80% full, or just to that feeling where it's like, yeah, that feels like it's just enough, never overeating. And if you are wanting to have a dessert and you've looked at the dessert menu and you're keen to try something different, then make sure to eat a little bit less as part of your main meal, so that by the end of your main meal, you actually still feel a bit like, oh, I'm actually still a bit hungry. And then by the time you have your dessert, then that is, you feel complete and you feel good, rather than feeling pretty good after your meal and then adding the dessert and it just tips you over and there's that feeling of, well, it was too much. And just remembering, anytime you do feel that feeling like, oh, that was too much, that is when it equals weight gain. So that is my top tip. And when you're overseas, don't avoid things, especially, like when you're traveling and trying different foods. Always definitely try new things, but just keep to that rule of only eat when you're hungry and make sure to stop when you're at 80% full. So there's a general rule, and you can still keep your weight down and still, keep up your health and well-being by just eating less, even when at times you get stuck and the options aren't fabulous. So hopefully that's helped to give you some tips around food and exercise while you are traveling. So travel, enjoy, and really take that opportunity to look after yourselves. Bye for now.